널 기다렸어.
We are back here live at the Nexon Arena for more SSL Challenge matches. And we just had 3 interesting ones. SOS was able to secure a win, as was Classic and Gumiho. And Classic and Gumiho doing quite well, as is Trust.
Yes. Hurricane, Curious, and SOS, not so much. SOS did pick up his win versus Hurricane
He's
this time.
staying alive. He's staying in this, you know.
He's trying to stabilize.
If Gumiho begins to crash and burn after that last win and SOS really picks it up, then there's a chance.
All right, so let's take a look at this. Let's see the wins he needs to take. First of all, he's beat Classic, which he lost to before, then Gumiho in set 22, and then Curious. So all 3 of these are doable. Classic is going to be the hardest one. So if he can take this out, he absolutely has a high chance of getting out of this group.
Yeah, and if he beats Classic and then Gumiho, he's giving another loss to Gumiho and giving himself a win. So he's getting himself in the running if he can do that. But as you said, this is a very important match. Classic here, he's at 5-1. He already has 2 away wins, and he's essentially out. But he still wants that win to secure it.
He has to win one more game to be out for sure. If he actually wins this game versus SOS, he will be the first person out of the group, just simply because he plays before Trust.
Yeah.
And he'll be 6-1.
I think about Classic's motivation here. He doesn't want SOS in the next round, right? He wants someone like Gumiho instead of SOS. So, you know, SOS will probably be much more prepared in the next, you know, in the round of 16 of SSL. He wants to deny that spot to SOS and instead give it to Gumiho here. Just a small thing. I'm sure Classic is mostly thinking about his own play and just trying to win. But, you know, small things do matter. But, guys, let's jump into game number 19 on Dust Towers. Here we are on Dust Towers once again. Down in the bottom left in the red, the Protoss player. From the Jin Air Green Wings, it is SOS.
And up to the top in blue, his opponent, 5-1. It's Classic. And there was much rejoicing.
Oh.
Blocked out.
Denied.
Pretty easy to do this. Very rare you allow someone into your base these days. Probe has to go home with its beam that comes out between its legs. I don't know.
Wouldn't it float upwards then?
Yeah.
What makes the probe float? Because if it's coming out the back, well, why would that make you float? I don't, you know, that doesn't really work that way.
I think it's mostly
especially
just,
when it's not in motion.
I think it's just, okay, I think it's got anti-gravity kind of lifting stuff like F-Zero racers, but it's just the exhaust of the energy that is required to lift. It's probably like oxygen based or something, like a vacuum. Maybe it like just pulls it in and like sucks the air in and pushes it back down, and the exhaust of the energy that's transpired there comes out of the back. When it's stationary, you see the trail doesn't come out, but when it's moving, that's when it comes out. So
it's true. I like where you're going with this, Wolf.
It may just be that that's how Blizzard programmed it, and that's the animation. But
no,
I like to think a little bit deeper on these sorts of things.
It's got to be deeper. Blizzard's too smart for that. Everything has to have a meaning.
A lot of people are like, no, this is in space. There's no oxygen. I'm like, well, is it? I mean, do Zerg units require oxygen to breathe? No. Okay, we could be in space. Probes don't breathe. But if we were in space with no atmosphere and no oxygen, there would be no sound. Okay, there'd be no way to hear any vibrations. Like this probe poking on this, wouldn't be able to hear that. I think, boom, proved. Scientifically proven we're not in space right now.
Science, yeah.
But then again, the rules of science don't always apply, because mutalists fly in space, even though there's nothing to fly into. Their wings flap. Why do mutalists' wings flap in space? All right, I think we're going to see DTs here for SOS. Looks that way, right? Twilight Council hidden at the back. It's finished. No, it's going to be Blink.
Wow. So just hidden Blink in the back. No chance that gets scouted even by a random mothership core that comes across. Should be able to deny that. And Stargate is the choice here from Classic.
I think it's going to be Oracles. Blind Oracle is obviously a risk when you can't get into your opponent's base. But the Rust isn't as far enough away that it's not going to get... Phoenix is not going to snowball against him if he just gets blind countered by that. And the Mothership is going in here to confirm. And you know what? Look where he's going directly. Is to the back where that tech is always hidden. And it's
really
get
smart.
scouted.
That's so smart, man. He knows exactly what's going on. And I hope he commits here. Okay, he's going to see the gateway.
He should just go left. He's not paying attention, I don't think.
Well, he saw
he
one
wants
gateway.
to harass.
Yeah.
This is sloppy, actually. Everything I thought he was doing that I thought was really smart, I was just wrong about. You know what I mean? Like, this is the moment where you have to just be like, oh, wow, he's going to go check the exact place where the tech is. No, it was just a coincidence. He wasn't really thinking about that. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Well, he saw the Chrono Boost on the Warp Gate. I mean, there's other stuff that can tip him off here.
God, there's some of these PvPs we've been seeing today look like Wings of Liberty 4-gate versus 4-gate games. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, like he's waiting for the next warp in. They're gonna fight.
He's making a robo, but he's got that one sentry for the one perfect force field that keeps him alive for the Immortal to come out.
This looks just like a Wings of Liberty PvP, except the slower warp ins. And so I don't know if this is going to work.
Slower timings. Back at home at SOS's base, he has a Mothership Core and a Stalker, so the Oracle should be warded off.
He has to get vision on the high ground really quick and then blink up. That's the only way. Probe's going for the vision, gets it, blinks up. There you go, avoids the force field, and now he's out of pylon range. This is just, like, basically... Oh, no, Classic's not microing this Oracle. This is basically SOS is going in blind. Like, he had no idea what was up there. No idea. And he just went for it. And guess what? He gets a Mothership Core here. He's outside the range of those pylons. He wants to keep high ground vision for the time being, but will blink away. He can always regain it. The first Immortal is almost out.
Once the Immortal comes out with the Void Ray and these Stalkers, this is going to be shut down. I mean, with the slow warp-ins and everything. He's got a lot of Stalkers, yes, but...
He also has no Nexus to home. He made a 4th gateway. This is all in. There's no transition point from here.
Yeah.
And if he drinks a Nexus now, that's the same as typing GG.
Second Immortal, the second he gets 100 gas. Classic knows what this is, okay? And he's very aware of how to stop it, too. He's using every tool in his arsenal.
His Oracle already scouted.
Oh, he
There's
loses
no
the Void Ray. Loses the Void Ray. That's pretty big.
All right, this is a great spotter. Adept, it can actually go over here and check and see how many units are there, if another Void Ray is about to pop out or not.
Yeah, commit to the harass, too, because it's hard to get everything in one spot.
Yeah, and he's going to go ahead and harass this pylon, but he's not doing enough damage here. So what's he going to do now?
Even a stasis ward.
If he starts a Nexus, he knows he's lost this game. He has to commit. Stasis goes off. 3 Stalkers locked down. That's 3 dead Stalkers, essentially. Stops the Zealots from going down the ramp.
Yeah, and he could blink those away once they get out of stasis, but they're going to eat some damage. And Classic is already setting up for this, you know?
All right, Oracle coming in here to help deal with these.
He knows he can't get damage back at SOS's base, so he just uses it for defense.
Blink away, going to kill this pylon. And Classic has had a second Nexus for so long. All these Stalkers are in the red. Oh, by all I mean 4, and one's in the yellow.
Yeah, so basically all.
Okay, so SOS is going to do the next phase, which is to add a Stargate and a Robo. That probe should be long distance mining. He gave up on the idea of a Nexus a long time ago.
Well,
that probe lost his passion for expansion a long time ago.
I think he may commit to it either way. I mean, there's no winning play here for SOS.
Yeah. He has to hope that Classic makes mistakes.
Yeah, you're down on your luck, and it's like you're waiting for the top deck, right? That one card that can win you the game. It's like when you get that river card, you get runner or something in poker. That's basically what SOS needs at this point. So
needs to play at least Star Seeker. Oh, GG.
And the thing is, StarCraft is a skill game. So unless Classic messes up big time, that card isn't coming. It's not happening. And SOS knows that. He GG's out. And that does not bode well for SOS. He wanted that win. He's not going to get it.
Now, Hurricane, SOS, and Curious are all on their last lives. It's very unlikely that any of the 3 of them get out of the group, but it is still possible. I'm going to look at the rest of the matches we have, because this could end up ending a lot quicker.
Yeah, we could end by match 23, 24. It's getting there, because Curious and Hurricane, if they lose one more time, they're out.
So that's a second away win for Classic. And
no,
that
it's
also,
third.
Okay, and that also gives him a spot. He is secured out of the group. We don't know first or second yet. Doesn't really matter from what we were told last week, but he's out of the group.